So it's another 45 minutes of meditation. And right now, I can hear construction going on in the background. And I'm just hoping that the sound quality is all right. The way that I put it. So this feels very, very foreign. This feels very foreign, where it's not easy for me to look into the camera and to speak sort of feeling the same thing as having people in front of me and feeling like there's a space held for me to speak. It's very different. We're perceptually in a safe space. I feel safe to speak. And this, I have no idea if the receiver is open to my heart or not, which is really the practice, I think, to put myself out on the table all the time, putting me on the table all the time for co-creative things to happen, to put myself in the middle and see what happens. So the meditation was another powerful meditation, and it started out with, I've already had like two really, really powerful experiences at the flow group. There's no way that I'm going to top it. There's no way that the heart's going to come through to me again. There's no way that it's impossible to feel even deeper. It's impossible to have more revelations. It's impossible to be even more connected. Like, who can connect to the heart 24/7? Who can connect to the heart every single morning? Who can have so many things, so many emotions? Who can have so many tears to cry? It's just all these thoughts still came up, and I guess the practice for me had been sending it to the heart, sending it to the heart, just feeling, giving words to the tightness that I was feeling in my body. It's not even the mind just conjuring words up. Sometimes it is the mind just conjuring words up because I want to see what goes on. But for those words, like, the heart even refuses to recognize it. Like, you're just conjuring these things up. There's no emotional, impact. So it doesn't even like, I don't need to process this. That's what the heart says to me. And so, I started to, I think that's what I did, was to process the tightness. What does that tightness mean? So sending that tightness in the body to the mind, for the mind to interpret it, it's like, I can't do this alone. There's no way that, I'm going to move out. There's no way that I can be happy. There's no way that things are going to work out for me. There's no way that things are ever going to happen. These are the things that I experience in the flow group are because I was in flow group, because I was in that specialized environment designed to have these experiences. Now that I'm back home, it's on guard. I feel that tenseness in my body, in my joints, especially in my joints. It's very rigid. I'm not feeling flexible, mobile. It's very rigid. So they just translate to these thoughts for me where it's just so small and so small. And of course, uh, I started out with visualizing my heart, like what I felt my heart was, or what I saw. It's very visual for me in my mind's eye or in my heart's eye. It's just this open web. It's an open, viscous web right here. For some reason, it's a web. It's not, it's not light. It's not, for some reason, it's a web. And it's shiny. It's got multiple colors around it. Um, it's not round. It's the shape of it is kind of like an elongated spider web. It sounds scary, but it's light. It's made of light. It's made of energy. So I started to just sink into that again. The same practice, at least practice wise. It's whatever that the mind comes up just gets sent into the heart. And the same thing happened, of course, as I was saying, for the things that were conjured up in the mind. When I send it to the heart just goes, I'm not even going to bother because I know you have no problem with this. I know energetically you have no problem with this. And for the other parts of it, where it was really a sensation of the physical tightness sent to the mind, and then the mind interprets it and sends it to the heart. For those, it was again open and receptive, and at one point, I think, I don't know what thought it was, but I I sent it to the heart, and the imagery of sort of the web of the heart becoming wings. They're like butterfly, um, very soft, very, what's that word? It's not viscous. Maybe it is viscous. I think you know what I'm talking about. But it became wings, not butterfly wings, but just wings. And suddenly I was very moved, kind of, because I understood what this meant. And I could feel that for the longest time, I've been trying to grow wings behind my back. Um, as in, I want I want to fly. I want to be strong. I want to go to places where I can go. I want to do things. I want to make an impact. There's so much effort put into trying so hard to grow wings, like the wings of any depictions, pictures of angels that we're so used to. I I just saw that I wanted those wings so badly. And from where I'm standing right now, I have so much compassion for that. But in that moment that I was visualizing those butterfly wings, energetic wings, around the light, the center, yes, it's like a web, but the center is light, around my heart, I understood that I wanted the wings. I've always thought that my wings would be, like an angel in the back where it takes me wherever I want to go, like the wings of birds or the wings of, I don't know, whatever that has wings in the back. But my wings, visually, sensationally, feeling wise, my wings are in the front. And the difference being the wings of the heart guides. It pulls me forward. Whereas the wings that I was trying so hard to build, to get, would be pushing without a destination. Like I wanted wings to push, to push, to push. And like in my conception, it really are those, angel, huge white wings that are just powerful. And I wanted them to, it's like I want that to push me forward. And the sensation this time is, I don't need that. It's great that it's great to have it too. But this energy of the heart, that wing of the heart, is almost a separate entity where it's connected to me, but also separate in a way where it guides. But it is so soft. The voice of it, the sensations of it is so soft and so delicate that I'm the one who needs to, that's not quite the way I sensed it, but right now it's coming out of my mouth. So I'm the one who pays attention to it. It doesn't seek attention. It doesn't. It'll give priority to the wings pushing me if I choose to, but that's a lot of efforting on my part. If I choose to give that attention, or I can choose to give these soft wings attention, where this pushes, this pulls me forward. And I think I felt really, really moved by that, because this is the first time that I realized visually, emotionally, the difference between being pushed versus being pulled. And there's so much more so much, I want to say power and strength, but it's not that. There's so much more strength is a part of it, yes. There's so much more assuredness. There's so much more ease. There we go. Ease, flow, groundedness, connection, connection, connection. Just connection. There's so much more connection to what this is. So much more connection to this energy that I know that in that space of allowing the heart to pull, manifestations don't matter anymore. Material manifestations don't matter anymore because that feeling of being so connected to the heart, the way that I was feeling that connection and feeling the sort of revelation that came through, that was enough. That connection, which allowed that feeling was already what I wanted to feel when, the meditation studio happens, or when I have a boyfriend, or when I move out, or when I have a house. That deep sob, that deep elation, ecstasy of being able to talk to the heart in this way, for the heart to give me an image, a visual, that means so much to me. That had so many layers of meaning that there's no way I can explain all of it verbally. No way. Give me 8 hours on this video and I can't explain it. There's no visual, there's no verbal language for that connection. And so it's like I can live a simple life. I can live a very, very, given that connection here, I'm okay with everything in this moment because there's so much emotional fulfillment in allowing the attention to go to the heart and allowing the heart to speak. And for me, for some reason, it's most often in visual terms. And that sort of also answered my question to the heart. How can I, it's not an answer, but sort of like asking the heart, why would I want to go back to efforting? Why would I want to go back to setting goals, like connecting to the heart and then having inspiration, setting goals, and then having to use my back wings to, get there, and then feel tired. It's like me with cleaning, with Marie Kondo's book. Oh my God, now I have to read it. Oh my God, I have to follow everything that's in there. And it kind of, like those type of questions kind of just dissolve in that experience of experiencing the heart. That part just dissolves, and it becomes a tremendous trust in the heart in each every moment. So I can sort of feel that, okay, it's now time for me to clean because I'm feeling it, with or without having finished Marie Kondo's book. I can say this to the camera right now and choose to pay attention and, to the wings that I've developed and say, okay, I'm going to just power through this because I made an intention here on camera. But what I've learned and what I experience is that the attention, when it's on the heart, it's ready to accept change all the time. It doesn't, I could feel like right now, like nothing, I don't know how to describe it. It's nothing matters in the future when there's that connection to the heart right now. And the steps are minuscule. The steps that are shown are so minuscule and so subtle. But yet, it just keeps showing me that this connection is primary. I just realized that I'm making sort of this shape across my chest, which nobody can see. It's like here. There's a wings here, and it leads. The wings lead versus the wings in the back that I want to grow so much. Pushes, which is great sometimes, but the experience has been that as long as the wings, or when there's that connection to the heart, manifestations don't matter because or I know, I've already tasted the emotional manifestations that I would be seeking for in wanting the things that I want to happen. And there's nothing that I need to promise myself to do. The heart really is already leading if I choose to let it. And it really is nice to know that my heart has wings.